Everyone, Spike here. This is Open Dragon Mouth number 11. I don't have much to talk about today, except, of course, that Super Smash Bros. For 3DS will be coming out tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that if you have a 3DS of your own. I know Fritz is going to want that. um, the main thing I'm going to be focusing on today, if you remember last year, I had made a video that was dedicated to the character problem over in Times Square in New York City. Now, things have not gotten any better over there. Last month, a councilman has proposed a bill that, if passed, would require all performers who cover or paint their faces have a license and pay a $175 fee every 2 years. Now, for any New York City fur, that would be a big problem, like I said in my video from last year. What these people are doing over in Times Square is now affecting us. For anyone who has a fursuit. And as a matter of fact, I had mentioned in my failed news segment in my radio show the other week that there was an incident again that involved a person in a Spider-Man character who went off on a tourist because they didn't tip him enough. So what the police did is that over in Times Square, out in the open, they had a talk with him. Only 9 characters had shown up, and so basically, what they did was that they had talked to them about what is the proper way to do whatever they want without bumping into the law. But it didn't go over well, as the characters had nothing to say. They obviously did not give a crap about what the police said, and that is not going to make things any better for them. So now they got this legislation coming, and now it's going to cost them and any fursuiter who wants to be in suit out in New York City, and possibly any company that has a mascot suit that could go out into state. I know that there are some. So these people are just not making this any better. And as a matter of fact, there was a reporter who works for the Daily News who went undercover as an Elmo character, and at first was okay. He had a few stares from the other characters. There was one person who was being one of these silent statues, told him to stay out of his area. But once someone found that there was a camera inside the mouth of the costume, there was a Batman and I believe was a Spider-Man that approached him, and yeah, the reporter had feared that they were going to assault him. But yeah, personally, I don't think that this license fee is going to fix this problem anytime soon. As what does it discourage them? I don't think so much, because I mean they work on well, I say work in with the biggest quotations as possible. That they work for tips, and $175 over 2 years just doesn't sound like a lot for them. So yeah, I think they're going to have to do a little more than that, unfortunately. But this wouldn't have been a problem if they hadn't acted like jackasses. Yeah. Other than that, October is here, and time has gone by so fast. We have a lot of events going on this month. Uh, Going on, as a matter of fact, right now and going to October 5th is Herbscon over in the Hesse region of Germany. We got Furwag over in Australia. That will be starting tomorrow and going to the 5th. Also tomorrow, going to the 4th, will be Italian Fur Haven, which will be in the north, in the central north region of Italy. Also tomorrow and the 4th will be Western Pennsylvania Furry Weekend held over in Pittsburgh. Not as big as Anthrocon, but it's something. For Reality being held in Cincinnati, Ohio. That will be on the 10th to the 12th. We got two more events that are also on the 10th to the 12th. We got Furconsin. That will be obviously in Wisconsin, in the Milwaukee area. And we also got Ebercamp, which will be held over in Salem, Valencia in Spain. Let's see. On the 18th, Furloween, which will be held in Orlando, Florida. On the 18th and 19th will be Great Furscape, which will be held in at Alton Towers at Staffordshire in the United Kingdom. On the 23rd to the 26th, Oklacon. And this one, of course, will be held in Oklahoma. And this is in the Watauga region. On the 25th to the 26th, Elliott's Fall Festival. And this keeps saying that this is in Florida, but I thought he had moved to Las Vegas, if I'm correct. On the 25th, this is a new one on me, Full Moth, which is in Japan. We got 3 events going from October 31st to the 2nd of November. Ooh, excuse me. Just had stir fry and it's very spicy. First is Arizona Furcon, held in Phoenix, Arizona. For Apocalypse, which will be held in Cromwell, Connecticut, and this is the con that's going to be replacing Fur Fright. So I do expect a big turnout for its first year. And finally, Anthrocon, which will be held in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this particular con is going into its second year. So that is it. I don't have much to talk about today, so this Dragon's Mouth is now closing.